So here's the wig after a few minor adjustments. I trimmed the lace and then I added some face framing layers just to lift my features because at my age, I need all the lifting help I can get. I'll shampoo and condition the wig. I chose 20 inches in length, and boy did I ever get that and more.
Let the story begin. Welcome to the channel, I Be Wiggin'.
Hey everybody, welcome to I Be Wiggin'. Today, for the first time, I'm reviewing a wig from RPGSHOW. I went into this with some expectations. I'll let you know if this wig stood out to me. Quick background, RPGSHOW has been around since 2006 and they specialize in custom designed wigs. They work closely with celebrity stylists and very popular influencers, which is why the expectations are high, and it's exactly why I wanted to try them for the first time. When you order your wig from RPGSHOW, it arrives in this black box, which was covered with this black bag. You can also use this bag later for storage for your wig if you'd like to. The wig was packaged inside of tissue paper, and it also had this styrofoam which was underneath the lace that keeps the shape of the lace while it's being shipped. And you're going to find that there are some really nice goodies inside the box. They included a band that you can use if you decide you want to glue the lace down. This covers that lace while it is drying. And then you get 2 wig caps. And then they also included a cuticle set. And there's a pair of scissors in there that you can use to trim the lace if you need to. They also included a travel bag that you can use to store your wig in or use it when you're traveling. And also a nice added touch was a card that is a thank you card, as well as the details on your order. Really nice goodies that I didn't expect from RPGSHOW. This wig is Chestnut Brown Highlights, Wavy Human Hair Wig, Sophia the Wig Stylist 016. I know that's a mouthful. But what you need to remember is Sophia the Wig Stylist 016. That identifies the wig. When I'm choosing a wig online, what I'm always drawn to is a wig with highlights, whether it's a brunette or a blonde, and this one did have those beautiful chestnut brown highlights. 9 times out of 10, when you order a wig and you receive it, it's not going to look exactly like what you see on the website. And there are things that factor into that. The picture that has been uploaded, what device they used, and also the device that you're looking at that picture through. All of those affect how that wig appears, but it's pretty close, not exactly. I have to say that I like the wig that I received a lot more than what the picture that was on the website. This shade is absolutely stunning. It is probably my most favorite brunette from a human hair wig company that is budget friendly that I've ever received. What I do not like on a human hair wig with highlights is when you can see that demarcation line from the highlights into the base of the shade. Right away, that gives that you are wearing a bad wig with a bad color job. You don't see that at all in this wig. It really looks like you have stepped out of a salon and paid hundreds and hundreds of dollars to have your hair colored. So let's take a look at it a little closer. The shade is a warm chestnut brown base with soft caramel and honey highlights woven through. Not brassy, not ashy, very balanced. The highlights are subtle and blended. What this really means is rich, dimensional, and expensive looking. The kind of brown that flatters most skin tones and doesn't wash you out. The true test of the quality of the hair you've received is how it behaves after it has been washed and air dried. So I'm going to go do that. I'll shampoo and condition the wig, then show you how it styles, give the lace a quick trim, and we'll see how this wig truly performs. Okay, this is her fully air dried, no heat, no styling. The texture settles into these soft lift-in waves with a little natural bend, not crunchy or overly polished. It has that effortless, my hair just does this look. Movement is easy, touchable, and very realistic. This is the kind of texture you scrunch once and call it a day. Cutting the lace doesn't need to be dramatic. Small snips, follow the hairline, and don't cut straight across. Leave a whisper of lace so it blends better. Slow hands win every time. I'm using a hot comb on low to medium heat right at the part line. I'm not pressing it flat, just smoothing the hair so it lays naturally. A few light passes and the part instantly looks cleaner and more realistic. I'm using a 1.5 inch curling iron set around 300 to 325 degrees since this is human hair. That's hot enough to shape it, but gentle enough to keep the hair healthy. I'm wrapping away from the face and leaving the ends a little soft so it stays modern and not too done. And then I let it cool before breaking it up. The hair responded nicely to heat, it didn't fight me, and didn't need more than one pass. So here's the wig after a few minor adjustments. I trimmed the lace and then I added some face framing layers just to lift my features because at my age, I need all the lifting help I can get. The cap feels very comfortable with that fit lock strap in the back. I just tucked it under and it feels very secure, and I don't feel like I have to worry about the wig sliding back during the day. On the website, the photos are showing the wig in 200% density, which is great if you're looking for that full glam look. The wig I'm wearing here is the standard density at 130%, and honestly, this is the density that I prefer for everyday wear. It looks more natural. You can put it up in a claw clip, wear it down in a low ponytail. It feels lighter and it's just easier for day to day. The good news is that you have options. When selecting the cap construction, you can choose the different density levels depending on the look that you're going for. I chose 20 inches in length, and boy did I ever get that and more. It's actually longer than 20 inches in length. If you measure it from the crown to the ends, it's more of a length of 23 inches. So I'm fairly certain that they're taking their measurements from the nape to the ends, which does come out to be closer to 20 inches in length. So it's a very long, luxurious, beautiful head of hair. Now, as a wig wearer, I like to end with a little constructive feedback because no wig is perfect, and this is coming from a place of experience. There's only one thing that I would do to change this wig, and that would be to change the color of the cap. I'd love to see a brown cap on a brunette wig and a lighter cap on a blonde wig. There's the potential of, if the hair shifts, that cap might show, but this is just a small refinement, not a deal breaker. Overall, I think this wig is beautiful. The color is stunning and really well done. The cap is comfortable, and I really do like that fit lock drawstring. Before I tried the wig, I was a little uncertain about it. I thought it would make it feel too bulky at the nape, but it's very comfortable. I just tuck it under that cap and I don't even notice that it's there. And finally, the wash test. That was what was going to test this wig to see if it stood out to me. And it did. The hair held up very well after a wash and air dry. If this video helped you, give it a like. And if you have any questions about RPGSHOW or this wig, drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more honest wig reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.